Good evening, good evening. Thank you so much. My name is Lady Reverend Mrs. Charlotte Oduro. I welcome all of you to the Real Woman in Me show. You know how we do it is every Monday, 10 p.m. to 10:30. I come your way so that we'll talk about the marriage, we talk about our problems, we deal with it together, and then we make a difference by helping each other in the marriage. I came your way this evening so that we can have a talk. I love you and I know you love me too. And I pray that the Spirit of God will help us today so we'll be able to understand everything He's about to tell us today. Don't forget to go to Facebook, The Real Woman in Me Official. Follow me there. Go to YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro. Subscribe to my page. Go to Instagram, The Real Woman in Me _. Remember, every last Saturday of the month we meet and we pray. But this Saturday is going to be 30th October. We are not going to do it one-on-one due to the all night we're going to have. So we're going to have it on live, Facebook Live. You can just watch me on the Real Woman in Me official page on Facebook, so that we'll do it together. We pray together. We intercede for each other. Tonight there is something I want us to discuss. The little things that we do that kills our marriages. So I want you to call your partner, your husband to be, your wife to be, your fiancé, whoever it is. Sit down and let's talk. If you're not married to, it's time for you to learn. So sit down and let's talk. You see, when the Lord told Adam in Genesis chapter 2, the verse 15 to verse 18 going, that when God realized it was not good for a man to be alone, when God realized that the man doesn't need to be lonely, therefore there need to be a partner that needs to bring hope, joy, and bring peace, or bring that inner thing that is within that you cannot express it. You need that partner that to come together and bring that joy. We get married most of the time and people are happy at the wedding and the engagement. We are happy. We call each other baby, I love you and all that. We are so sweet when we meet, so sweet at the wedding, so sweet in the engagement. Even at the honeymoon we become so sweet. But along the line when we grow in the marriage, along the line when babies start setting in, some of the people, even babies are not yet in, but we're falling out. The communication is gone. The attention is gone. The little appreciation is gone. Looking at your spouse and say, Charlie babes, you look beautiful. All these years being with you, you know, it still looks fresh. Anytime I will go for you. Those words, those particular things that we used to share together, that togetherness, that entertainment, that friendship, that joy, even when we are not happy, when you see your partner, there's kind of joy that comes within you. Now we don't feel them again. We are almost falling out. We insult each other. The husband comes home and then feels that the wife is a mistake, and therefore looks at another side chick and want to go with the person because they think they are falling in love again, because they are tired of this one. Listen, if you are tired of this one, you'll definitely be tired with a new one too. Listen, when you meet a woman in the beginning, her breast is so strong, everything is beautiful, she's attractive, you know, those things. If you are not matured enough and she starts giving birth, growing, breastfeeding babies, the breast begins to change. The strength of the breast goes down. And if you are not careful, your passion for her will die off. So listen, you need to look beyond what you are seeing. And nowadays, there are so many girls out there who are showing breasts out. And I watch some of them and I cry because they are showing their destiny out. They are fainting their destiny off. They think their breast is standing, is firm and all that. And therefore, it's okay to show breasts. You see some of the celebrities. So if you are a man and you're not matured enough and you're married a woman 4, 5, 3 years, 6 years, 10 years, and babies are in and the breast is sucking and all that, and you go out there and you see on your Facebook TV how some of the women, their breasts is standing and firm, you come back home and say, you know what, I need a fresh breast. Listen, maturity will not speak this. Because as far as we are growing, as far as we grow every day, the person you met the first time cannot remain the same person you will stay with 10 years. Things will change. So when you're looking at there, stop looking at there with that negative mind. Look at there with that beautiful mind, the way you met in the beginning. Continue to appreciate her. Most of the time the women feel insecure because the husband says that, look at your body, you need to go and do that, you need to go and do that. You know, the way they will say it, it makes you feel as if you don't deserve it. It makes you feel as if you are not looking good and all that. Yes, she may not be looking good, but remember, it is because of your children. It is because of you. So if there's anything you need to do for her, it is you speaking and telling her the good things she needs to hear, helping her to even develop herself or become better with her body. Most of the time when you deliver, you have babies, sometimes the pressure, the stress that comes upon a woman, if she's not careful and care is not taken, I'm telling you, for her to bounce back and become who she wants to be will be very difficult. It's a very big journey, breastfeeding a baby until he or she is 2 or 1.5 years, so you can pick yourself up, taking care of the home, the necessity of the home and everything. If that woman doesn't get the support of a man, you will collapse that woman and you collapse her future. So if you love her that much, why don't you start appreciating her, letting her believe in herself? These are some of the things that kills our marriages. Now there's no conversation. We behave as if we are enemies in the marriage. Listen, that is why I always tell people, if you want to marry somebody that within 20 years you can still play with. Marry somebody that when you are even 50 years, 60, 70 years, you can still be bubbly around the person. You can still laugh with the person. You can still look at him or her and say that, Chai, if I die and I come back, you will still be the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. There are people today who have regretted getting married. There are people who look at their spouse and they regret because you always insult the woman. You always look down upon her. You always make her feel as if she's inhuman because you think you have made money and she doesn't suit the way you want it to be. She's trying her best to be everything you want her to be. But because there are other young girls who have not given birth yet, other young girls who have gone through surgical procedure to maintain their body. Your wife has not gone through that surgical procedure, but look at her. The way she even takes care of herself. You don't even appreciate her for her to do more. Listen, everybody needs that one person that will look at you and tell you you can do it. Everybody needs that one person that believes in them. If you're going to get married to a person who is going to bully you emotionally, then you are better off not getting married because it will kill you. We don't die to marry, we live to marry. The little things you do, everything you call your mother, and your mother comes home and want to direct your wife on what she must do. Did you hear what the Bible said? The Bible said, therefore, the man shall therefore leave his father and his mother and cleave to the wife. It means that if you are not grown and matured enough to be a man or a woman, you don't need to get married. If you're going to get married and you still call your mother for every decision in your marriage, there's some of the young girls, everything their husbands discuss with them, their mother would definitely hear about it. You're not matured, young girl, and I blame the mother too, because if your mother is matured enough, she should tell you that, listen, my daughter, you don't need to do this, it's wrong. You need to start building your life with your husband. It's everything you discuss with me. And some of the parents will even welcome their daughters home and tell their daughters you can stay home if you think you're tired of the marriage. Mommy, is it because you couldn't last in your marriage? That is why you want to lead your daughter to hell as you're going to hell? If you were not able to sustain yourself in the marriage, if you were not able or prone to some of these things or this advice and you messed up in your marriage, don't give your daughter bad advice because you will kill her future. Teach her how to stay there, how to manage her home, how to build a home, how to create a home the way she wanted. The home is created by the woman. If only she is choosing the right person as a partner. You pick somebody who bully you, have no respect. There are some big men in the society, all because of their money and the women at their beck and call. It is so difficult to even speak to them as a wife that they will listen. It's so difficult to talk to them as husbands because if you dare make a mistake, you have the money, they have the connection, they can mess your life up. Listen, don't marry anybody who will mess your life up. Somebody who never encourages you to become a better person. Listen, you are going out with somebody today. You're not even married yet. And this guy is all about who did you call, who was on the phone, anything that comes around you. I called you around 10 p.m. and I saw that you are on call waiting, and so what? So, is there any restriction the time you should be calling? Do you know why she's stuck? It depends on who your partner is. Somebody like me, people can call me around 1 a.m. They may be dying. I am a woman of God. I speak and I advise people. Some of the people, just by your word, just one word you speak to them, somebody may be dying in their relationship, crying and need somebody to talk to. This is my job. This is what I do. This is where I am called into. So if somebody calls around 1 a.m. and I'm able to pick it up, it means God wants me to speak to the person. No, you see, if you trust your partner and believe in what they can do, yes, everybody can make a mistake, but please stop abusing your partner because they are married to you, and therefore everything they want, you want to restrict it. No, I love you, I respect you, but I have another thing to do. That is my calling. Let's respect each other. I keep on telling people it is okay to check your partner's phone, but it's not necessary. I got nothing to do on the phone. If I need it for something, I may ask for it. But thank God I have got my phone. And my connections is on my phone. And everything I do is on my phone. My people deal with me. There are people who send messages to me, audios to me. We do video and it's private that I don't need to share it with anybody because they want it to be between me and them. They trust you with their words. They trust you with their marriage. They don't want it to be out there. It's not everything I can just call my husband and say that this one said that no, I'm going against my agreement with you. So my husband needs to respect that. I also need to respect him as a man of God, that somebody can call him at any time. Even it's not always that people are calling you because they love you. No. Sometimes somebody is calling because it is very urgent. If you don't pick their call, they may die. One word can save somebody. Let's respect ourselves. Because I'm married to you doesn't mean that I am imprisoned and restricted. No, I love you, I respect you, but we love our spaces. We love ourselves. We love what we do. And we understand why we are called and why we are here. You shouldn't be the only one calling your wife or your wife should respect you. You need to respect your wife. If only you believe in the kind of job your partner is doing. You see, it's all about understanding and knowing the kind of job your partner is doing. And my dear, if somebody also trusts you and give you the chance to do the things you do, don't use that to betray the person, because the trust you betray, it will be very difficult to get it back. The little thing that is killing the marriage, attention is no more there. They don't care about each other again. Everything is dying off. And you think the one you got outside can give you what you want. No, it's because you are starting with them. They will give because they know you are frustrated. You need somebody and they will be there for you. But if they are living with you, or should they live with you 10 years as your partner has lived with you, then you understand that we are all the same. It is all about making a decision and working it out. Listen, they say the more beautiful ones are yet to be born. Yes, as we grow every day, we give birth every day. And as we are giving birth every day, there are different things, nutrients and things that comes in to build these kids that are coming. Why should you always see anything that is beautiful and you want to take it and you want to have it whilst you have a partner with you? Do you understand what life is all about? If you want that beautiful thing, create it in your home. Beauty is not all about the outward thing we see. It's about a beautiful thing that is inside. Have you helped that partner to become who they want to be? Yes, we get married and one partner wants to direct you, abuse you. Don't go anywhere. Don't do this. Don't do that. And you get married. Sometimes the women, we sacrifice so many things because I'm giving birth. So I need to hold on to my job. And they take care of the kids for some time. Man, respect that woman that will let go of her job, stay home and be a mother to your children and be a mother to you, and take care of your home, take care of everything, and even forget about herself. Appreciate that woman. Honor that woman, because it is not easy to sacrifice your dream, your life, your passion just to please people, to make them feel okay without even pleasing yourself. If you don't appreciate a woman like this who is doing everything to support you as a woman, you are killing her soul. Some of the women too, they don't know even how to appreciate the little things that men are doing. There are some men who go out there, they don't tell you what they go through to make the money that you are spending at home. There are some men who go out there, they go through hell just to feed the home when they come. Appreciate it. Stop comparing, and then it's so hard for some of the women to say, babes, thank you. If even it's a cup of gari, look at him with a beautiful smile and tell Charlie, babes, I'm grateful you came back with something. I'm so grateful for your life. We thank God. You know, appreciate him. He said appreciation opens more doors for us. You say thank you as if you don't want it. Don't say it. If you know you don't want, don't say it. But look at the person and hold their hands and tell, Charlie, I love you. I thank God for your life. I appreciate where we are today. I'm not comparing you to anybody. So I thank God for whatever you can afford. You see, let's learn how to use words and genuinely appreciate the people who have been in our lives. Some young girls say, Mommy, I don't know, but when the guy had nothing, I stood with him. I'm a nurse. I stood with him. We built it together. We did everything. I was taking care of everything until God opened the door. Now that the guy has gotten a job, he doesn't want me again. Do you know why, Mommy? When he got the job and they transfer him, I call him, he won't pick. I call him, he won't pick. So I decided to go there and see him. When I got there was another woman. So, Mommy, I built a life with this guy for 3 years. 3 good years. Taking care of him. I never complained. Because I knew God would change the situation. So my money I was being paid as a nurse, that is what I used to rent a place. I gave him money. I always encourage him and tell him, you know what, don't give up. We'll do it. You can do it. Always encourage him, looking for a job for him. And thank God, after 3 years, the door has opened for him. He has got a job. They have transferred. He's doing well. And now he has changed. I call him. He will tell me I'm busy and all that. It happens to you. You can just imagine it, how it feels. That when he had nothing, they were so close together. Mr. Man, don't be too ungrateful. Don't be ungrateful to that person that genuinely gave you her time, her attention, her money, her time, her body. Whilst, you know, even it was a sin, but she sacrificed everything to make you who you are today. When you got to that place, even if you don't want her again, please treat her well. Handle her well. Because tomorrow, she may be a bigger door for you to enter. He said she has been calling, he's not picking, he's giving attitude. So he said, okay, fine. Let me take off and just go and spend some time with him. He said, when you got the Mommy, I got there in the evening around 9:30. And knocked and the door opened. There's another woman there. And the guy got the gas. He said, Mommy, when I even saw them with another woman, I just said sorry. Expecting him to give me a place to sleep, then in the morning I can go. The guy got the gas to tell me, you know what, I've got a visitor, so please go. And she's like, go at this time of the night. Where should I go to? Where should I at least consider? Just give me a place to sleep. I don't have a problem. In the morning I go. The guy said, no, my visitor will not like it if you sleep here. Hey, brother, you forgot it so soon. Some people are very ungrateful. If even she wasn't a girlfriend and she's a friend or somebody who needs help, would you allow her to leave that 9:30 to get it to 10, travel back to where she's coming from? At least give her a place to sleep. Some people have a heart of wickedness. You are so cruel. You don't remember people. You're ungrateful. At least if she has given you a cup of water before, remember that cup of water and help this girl. The girl said, Mommy, I have never felt this pain in my life. I cried. This guy pushed me out in the presence of this girl, out of his room. I cried throughout, cried. I didn't know what was going on with me, but I couldn't travel back because it was late, so I just need to get a guest house and sleep. I cried the whole night till I moved in. Mommy, I love him. 3 years I have sacrificed and been with him. And today that things are well, that we have to plan for marriage. There's another woman, and because of this woman, he looked at me, sacked me. And Mommy, up to now as I'm speaking to you, he has not even called to check whether I died on the road or I survived. He has not called to check. And I told the girl, listen, it's so painful to be treated like a trash. I can understand you, but this is your testimony. Because God is about to give you a man that will treat you like a queen. And one day you will use this testimony to tell other girls or tell other guys that are coming out that when men think they are done with you, God is starting with you. And she began to say, Mommy, I'm happy I'm listening to you because I watched some of your videos and that encouraged me to move on. And Mommy, I am doing well. I am so well. I was hurt, but I'm so well. And now, as I speak to him, Mommy, he calls to beg. I don't even want to pick. I said, my dear, block him from your life. Delete him from your life. You know, sometimes God does things for us to know that if he has stayed with this guy, married this guy in the future, it will have been your dead body. Because he's so cruel and wicked to the point that he's capable of doing everything. So God gave him a little to see who he is. And you have seen who he is. Move on to better things. Listen, don't try to play that smart on somebody. You can have your way today, but tomorrow it will come against you. Whatever man sows today, surely you shall reap it. I don't know what you are sowing. I don't know, you are tired of the marriage. I said many of the girls, many of the women who are married, they say, my husband, no, his job is not good again. He can't take care of the home. Yes, he can't take care of the home. You know the way he's struggling to do it, he can't do it. Why don't you a woman, with a good heart, hold him, pray and speak into his life. Sometimes it's what you tell him. Speak into his life, encourage him. Your words into his life will bring power into him. And when he steps out there, favor will come upon him. The Bible said that whoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from God. Woman, you carry too much favor to be a blessing to this man. If you speak negativity into his life, everything around you becomes negativity. If you speak positivity in his life, everything around you begins to work. And when it works for you too. So now that the man's business or job is not working, he needs you. He needs your support. He needs your encouragement. He needs your love. He needs everything. I know some of them are ungrateful when you support them and all that. Yes, some are ungrateful, but not all of them. There are some of them too that will also, pay you back. I was watching some of the photos of Obama and the wife. They started from a poor background. When I say poor, they didn't have what they had today. Obama wasn't the president then when he met the wife. They started from that beginning when there was nothing. Let me just use our local men here, or let me say our men of God, some of them here. Our Papa Ishtud Anaba, yes, he was a medical doctor, but then, not that big, not known, didn't have much money. But there was a woman that accepted him because he saw the future. I want to use myself as an example. I married my husband. I didn't marry a big man. I didn't marry a businessman. I didn't marry a top preacher. No, I didn't marry a doctor. No, I married a man that was a nobody, but was somebody with God. I never knew through the marriage I'll get to this point. When I got married to him, nobody knew me. I didn't know anybody. It starts from somewhere. There are days that things are so difficult in the marriage. I will lie to you. There are days that you don't know what to do. You are crashing. We wish we can have it easy. But listen. There are days that things are hard. There are days that things are comfortable. There are days that things will be so glorious. Wait and go through all those processes. The little smile she needs, give it to her. The little encouragement he needs, give it to him. The little things he needs to hear, give it to him. Why do we become so difficult to look at our spouse today and say, you know what, babes, I love you? It is so difficult for us to tell ourselves that I respect you, I cherish you. Why don't you put her on the point where you want her to be? If you think there's something wrong about your partner, why don't we sit down and talk beautifully? Don't abuse her by your words. Don't abuse her by your attitude. Don't reject her because you think you are higher than her. No. If you go higher with your partner. Because the two is one. Let's be careful the kind of attitude and the kind of things we tell our partners is killing them. The kind of words she needs to hear or he needs to hear, you are not saying them. When you met her, you told her a lot of things. She believed in you. He believed in you. But all of a sudden, the situations have changed and you treat her anyhow. We need to be careful. We grow together. Let's grow in love. Let's grow in God. Let's grow in understanding, because it will never be the same. It will change. Things will change. When you got married, you were single. The two of you, when you were single, you got married, the two of you were alone and joy. All of a sudden, you got a baby. Now you are 3, you are 4, you are 5. Things are not permanent. As you are growing in the marriage, don't ever forget the little things that makes you happy. The little times you can share together. The little joys you can smile and show to each other. The encouragement you can give to each other. Help her build herself. Help him build himself. Let's respect each other's spaces. Yes, you can make a mistake, but I trust you. If even you make a mistake, I want to be there to support you, because we are not married for better alone, but we are married for better or worse. When the worst comes, what can I do to make you feel okay? If it's a smile, smile to your partner. If it's encouragement, give it to him. So that you bring that hope. You activate that hope in them. You always tell your wife, you are good for nothing. Be careful the words you use against that woman. She may be quiet today, but the day she will explode, nothing can hold her. She's sacrificing everything, her life, her love, her future in your hands. And you don't appreciate her, you look down upon, you want to order everything around. Yes, some of the men wear this, do that, do that. The woman has no say in her life. No, she has got something to do with her life. You are just a contributing fact to her life. Stop ordering her. Why not give a chance for her to express herself, the things she loves to. Let her make her mistakes and correct her. You can also make your mistake and she'll correct you. You are not the only one that is perfect. So that you need to live for us to live. You understand? It means let her live. Be happy and do the things she wants to do. I just don't want to talk too much about it. We'll continue next week with this. The things we need. The ingredients we need. Or the little things we do that destroys our marriage. You need to work it out. Look at your partner and tell your partner, I'm sorry. If I have abused, I've insulted you, if I've maltreated you, forgive me. Saying sorry doesn't make you less a human. It makes you a better person. Remember to go to Facebook, The Real Woman in Me Official, YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro, Instagram, The Real Woman in Me _ You know what? Follow me, subscribe, and get more videos. This is the best place to be. Somebody that can help you. Don't ever reject the person. I give you God. I pray you always stand with God. I pray your home shall have peace. I pray that your children, you will live in a good inheritance. The best inheritance we can give to our children is God. Money, car is good. But if they don't know God, all of this will vanish. But if they know God, they are built on a rock that nobody can shake. We'll meet same time Monday, 10 p.m. to 10:30. Don't ever forget. Tell a friend to tell a friend that when it's Monday, it's all about the real woman in me. Nothing else. Nowhere to go. Just 10 p.m. Stay glued, call your partner, and let's watch it together. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. I thank my crew for standing with me to this far, and my husband, Apostle Solomon Oduro. And remember, we're going to go live 30th. That is the end of the month prayer. It's going to be live this time. Watch it. Support me. Sponsor. Let's sponsor. Let's help. The numbers are on the screen. Let's sponsor. Your life will never be the same. Have a beautiful night. Enjoy your marriage. Bye.